Hello everyone, I'm Paul Richards from DaGameTrain. So let's get a few things out of the way before I get back to work. Lately you may have noticed that there have been a few things happening on the channel, particularly delayed uploads or just outright missing uploads. Well, I'd like to address this and some other things that have been happening lately, because they've been kinda bothering me and, well, gotta do something about it. First of all, the delayed uploads, they've been mostly delayed by about an hour or two, and since I upload during the midnight or something around that time, I don't think most people really notice that stuff. But it has been annoying me quite a bit lately because, well, there isn't much I can do about it. For the most part, the delays come from things that are just a little bit out of my control, like the internet's going nuts for no good reason, or a rendering gone wrong, or some other similar issues that just, well, they're not entirely a problem, but they're more of an annoyance that I need to deal with. And they take up quite a bit of time trying to deal with them. Then there are other issues which are a bit more difficult to deal with, like the recorders going haywire for no fucking reason, video footage corrupting itself, editors suddenly deciding not to work properly. I pretty much had to fix all of my recorders and even had to switch to a different editing software now, because my old one, Camtasia, was just not interested in working anymore with the files that it worked with just fine before, which is really fucking weird. But there is a silver lining to this. Because of all these problems that I had to solve, I now have a new editing software. No shit. But it is a pretty decent one, I think. Premiere Pro. The CC215 version, I believe it's called. Basically the latest one that I could find. I snagged it, and well, now I have some pretty proper tools to do some proper editing. You'll notice that the video quality will actually get a bit better, I think. I'm not entirely sure about the video itself quality, but the audio quality will definitely improve. So that's a plus already, at least for me. Then there's the main issue with the delayed uploads and the such. I'm only one person working behind all of this. Pretty much anything that you can think of that the channel would need working on, the videos, the tags, the descriptions, the thumbnails, whatever, it's all me. I pretty much do everything there is to do on the channel. And that takes up a lot of time, not to mention all of the things that I have to do daily, just living the life and whatnot, looking for work and such. So you could say I'm a pretty busy man. So yeah, delays, I'm not sure if they're ever gonna be fixed, but I don't think they'll be that bad. I think I'm already past the point where the delays have grown to last for a good few days to being pretty much non-existent once again, like before. Speaking of which, however, there is still going to be a bit of a delay on a few of the playthroughs that are happening right now. For one, Conflict Desert Storm 2 will be slightly delayed because the last part of it mysteriously vanished from my computer, and I have to re-record that bit. Thankfully, I don't have to redo everything. That it's only one video that I need to redo for that one, and it's the last level, so it'll be simple enough. I have save files after all. Other things, however, well, I said on Twitter that the next playthroughs will be Gordy and the Math Invaders, the educational game from Compedia, and Dark Souls 3. Now, the math invaders will happen as they're supposed to. Everything is set, the footage is already sorted through. There's just one extra video that I need to finish rendering, but that's about it. The crux of the game is already good to go for uploading. Dark Souls 3 on the other hand, not so much, because we ran into a few snags. A few snags that got rid of about 2 hours worth of progress in the game, so we had to redo that. We have about maybe 6 or 7 parts worth of footage right now, but I'd rather not upload that right away, because I feel like I am better off waiting till I have a bit more and then start uploading, because then I can just have stuff to upload while I work on making more stuff, you know, just like I've been doing for the past couple of years now. It's just easier for me that way. So until I get that mess sorted out, which can take a while because my friend Zach is a busy person himself, there will be other things happening in the meanwhile. I already prepared some games that we'll check out. PlayStation 1 games actually, because we haven't had enough love for those bastards. And some phone games, if need be. I'm not entirely sure yet. But yeah, there's plenty going on. We'll get this mess sorted out eventually. There's also a few other things that I want to work on. More specifically, you'll notice sometime soon that new channel art will show up. I'm working on it right now. I have some ideas finally, so it's gonna happen. And it's about fucking time, I think, as the channel art is not as good as I would like it to be, and it's outdated. It used to be good, but it's time for an upgrade. Also, streams will most likely be axed for now, cause well, I like streaming and all, but most of the time I don't really feel like doing it nowadays, and whenever I do, it doesn't seem to be much of a result out of it. Sometimes a fair amount of people show up, but you know, if I'm gonna stream, I like to have at least 2 people talking, not just one, cause I don't know. It just feels odd to just talk with one person for 5 hours straight or something. I can do that in just Discord or whatever. Speaking of which, I am working on something that you subscribers and viewers may find interesting. I'm working on a Discord server for DaGameTrain. I in fact have something like that already. I just need to sort out a few other things and make it available for public use. Because at the moment it's more or less a private affair. Friends only and whatnot. The VIP club of the cool kids. Or something of the sort. I don't know what you would like to call it. But I would like to make a separate area on that same server for just guests, you know, for people who just want to shit talk and maybe fuck off the next day. No real commitment or any of that shit. Just say hello, fuck you Walder and all that. Still working on it, but eventually you'll see links for it popping up in the description boxes as well. So there's that. Last but not least, I'm working on a new channel trailer, because we haven't had one of those in a while, and honestly the only real channel trailer that we have is I think about 2 or 3 years old at this point, and it could be much better. I feel it could be much better. I'm going to make a fairly simple one. It just is going to explain how things work around here, that's about it. Nothing fancy schmancy. Don't need to go overboard with that shit. But yeah, that's about it. To finish it off, here's a few things that we're going to record in the near future and upload. Like I said, we're gonna take a little look at the PS1 games, because we haven't had enough love given to those. the majority of games on the channel right now are Sega Genesis games and PC games. So it's time to pick up on some of the stuff that we haven't done in a while. So the first few things that you'll see are the Fighting Force games, Fighting Force 1 and 2, the Spyro trilogy, and what else? I can't really remember. And I think we'll have a look at either V-Rally, the Championship Edition, or Medal of Honor. I haven't quite decided yet. We'll see. Yeah, that's basically the idea for now. With that said, I'm Holder Richards from DaGameTrain, and I'll see you next time.